Hey there guys, I'm Jamie and welcome back to Eat Love Protein. I have a new video for you guys today because of this. Vegetable pasta. Have you guys ever seen this stuff in the grocery store? Because I have, and I have really been wondering about it. Apparently this is pasta that they sell in the frozen food section now that is entirely made of vegetables. How could this possibly taste? Who sold their soul for this demonic creation? So these are not vegan. This is just vegetable pasta with real dairy. So I really don't understand why this exists or how this could possibly taste, but I'm willing to give it a try. By the way, before we dive into this, what could vegetable pasta possibly be like? Then make sure that you subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any of my next frozen food taste tests. Also, if you could make sure to drop this video a like below because it really does help me grow the channel. Thank you so much in advance. So I've been seeing the random stuff like this in the grocery store aisle for a little while now, and I've been really curious to try them. So I got a couple to try today. And honestly, you guys, I've been slammed with work this week, so I was a little worried that I wasn't gonna be able to go and get ingredients for this week's video. That's why I'm so glad that I have Instacart. I could just get out my phone, place an order, get these pastas delivered straight to me, and now I have time to record a new video for you guys. So if you wanna check out Instacart for yourself, go to eatloveprotein.com/Instacart. The first one is a Veggie mac and cheese from Bird's Eye. This one I think is one of the ones with real dairy. I got a Fettuccine Alfredo one also from Bird's Eye. This one's gonna have its work cut out for it because Fettuccine Alfredo is one of my favorite pastas. So this one's really got an uphill battle, but I'm curious, like, what could this possibly taste like? And then finally, I got this one just to round it out to 3 products to review today. And this one's interesting because it's entirely vegan. This one makes sense to me. I really don't understand who these are for. Who are you that's eating bean pasta with real cheese on it? Who actually buys these? And let me know what you think. So supposedly there is 1 serving of vegetables per serving in these bags. I don't know about you guys, but I feel healthier already. All right, it's time to go to the kitchen and start our taste test. I guess the order I'm going to start our review is first with the Fettuccine Alfredo pasta, because I feel like that might have the lightest taste. Then I will move on to this mac and cheese. I just feel like this is gonna have more of a strong taste compared to Alfredo. And then finally, I'm gonna end it off on this vegan one so that I can compare this vegan one to these 2 freakish monstrosities that have dairy in them, even though they're vegetable pasta. And one of these smells really strong already. I think it might be the Fettuccine Alfredo, if this one is maybe made out of cauliflower. Oh, I don't know. It says zucchini. It says zucchini and lentils. Is it this one? I don't think it's this one. I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, so here is what the Fettuccine Alfredo looks like right out of the microwave. A little scary. I'm most nervous for this one, I think. Like I said, Fettuccine Alfredo is my favorite dish, so probably has the most uphill battle. So let's talk about the nutrition facts on this. It says that 1 serving is 160 calories with 240 milligrams of sodium, or 10% of your total sodium, and protein is 9 grams. So, I mean, kind of low-key hoping that maybe I like this, because if I did like this well enough to want to eat the whole thing, that would be 400 calories, not really that much sodium, only 26% of your daily maximum, and then the protein comes in at 24 grams for the whole bag. So, you know, I definitely hope the best for this. I would like to like it. I'm not sure how I will feel about it. It doesn't smell that bad, all things considered. It does smell a lot like broccoli though, and I don't get why, because it doesn't say that it uses any broccoli. It says it uses lentils and zucchini. I made this in the microwave using the microwave directions, so let's see how it is. It's not great, but it's not bad either. I've definitely had some pastas like this at, you know, like a cafeteria type setting. Surprisingly, it's not even the worst Fettuccine Alfredo I've ever had. I mean, there's definitely frozen ones that are worse than this. There's definitely fettuccine alfredo made with real pasta that is worse than this. What good I can say about it is that it's really peppery. It's pretty creamy. Honestly, the ingredients of the sauce taste pretty high quality. Weirdly, the more of it that I eat, the more I like it. I mean, as far as the pasta itself, it's definitely chewy. Like, look at that. It's definitely chewy. I don't know that this is for everyone or even that I would buy it again. Although honestly, I might. I mean, the sauce is pretty good. It's more the texture of the pasta, but I'm not really a big texture person, although obviously I'd rather be eating like real, actual good pasta, but I'm honestly really surprised. I like this a lot better than I thought that I was going to. Could I finish the whole bowl of this? Actually, yeah. So I'm gonna finish this one up and then we'll try the next one. Okay, though, seriously, like I kind of bought this one ironically and I'm a little surprised at how much I do like it. The sauce is really pretty good, especially considering that there's not that much sodium in this compared to how much sodium you're supposed to have in a day. And the pasta isn't bad. I mean, I don't know how to say this without it seeming weird, but like if you don't care about the pasta, this is great. The sauce itself is really pretty good. And the pasta is just kind of like if you ever had undercooked pasta, not even al dente, but like pre-al dente. That's kind of what it's like, but it's not crunchy at all because it didn't come from dried or anything. I mean, it was just frozen like this. So it's just, I wouldn't buy this looking for great pasta, but if you want a decent sauce, it might be one of the best, man, I can't believe I'm saying this. This might be one of the best frozen fettuccine alfredo sauces that I've had. If you don't care about pasta at all, it's definitely worth a try. But honestly, I mean, look, for 400 calories and 25 grams of protein, it's really not that bad. This one is in a longer type of noodle shape, so I'm a little curious what some of the other ones are gonna taste like, especially since I think both of them are shell type pasta. So interested to see what difference that's gonna make. Okay, so I'm back with the next contender. This is the mac and cheese. That's what it looks like when it comes out of the microwave. I'm doing these all in the microwave. They're stovetop directions, but they seem really, really whack. Okay, let's talk about the nutrition facts on these. So this one has a little bit more in the way of calories and sodium than the last one. Those are pretty much the main things that I look at. Calories, sugar content, sodium content, protein. The calories, it is what it is. I just try to min-max the other things compared to how many calories it is. Sodium and sugar, you don't want that much of. And then protein, you want as much as possible per calories that you're eating. This one is per serving 170 calories. It has 400 milligrams of sodium, which is 17% just in one serving. And then 10 grams of protein. So a little bit more protein, but that's kind of a lot of sodium for one individual serving. And then per container, this is all one container, you got 440 calories, 46% of your daily sodium allotment. So that's pretty high. I wouldn't want to probably see that. And then 25 grams of protein in this. So honestly, I mean, unless this one's significantly better than the first one, there would pretty much be no reason for me to get this rather than the fettuccine alfredo because it has a lot less sodium. Okay, only 1 gram of added sugar, so that's not too bad. I mean, 6 grams of sugar total, but vegetables have sugar in it, so some of that I'm sure is honestly just from the zucchini. Something weird about this is that it started to actually brown in the bag a little bit, and I have been using the directions that they said, like for the amount of watts on my microwave. But whatever, it seems fine. So time to give this a taste. I'm really curious to see if the different noodle shape affects like that texture because the texture of the long ones was kind of very chewy. So I'm curious to see what this one's like. No. Honestly, on this one, it's the sauce that's gross. I do think that the pasta texture is a little better on this. The sauce is really pretty gross. It's like metallic on my first taste. Not usually how you want to describe your mac and cheese. I don't know. The sauce is just terrible. It's like thin, not only in consistency, although it's really not that thin in consistency. Like if you see it, it actually coats like pretty nicely on there. So it's not a consistency thing. By thin, I mean like it tastes thin. I don't really know how else to describe it, but like it tastes kind of watery. I don't know how, because it seems like there's kind of a lot of body to the sauce. Could just be something like fillers or like flour, cornstarch or something like that making that effect, because it really tastes like nothing, like not like nothing. It tastes like metallic, salty, and smoky. So I don't know if you like closed your eyes and describe macaroni and cheese, if that's how you would describe it, but let me tell you, you're not buying this for the pasta. So if the sauce is gross, there's really no reason to get this. Yeah, and like even trying the sauce by itself, it just tastes slightly salty. It doesn't even really taste like cheese. So I don't know, that's gonna be pretty much a no from me. I'm gonna give it, I guess, a little bit more of a try, but I feel bad about food waste, but I think I'm just gonna throw this whole thing away. It's pretty gross. No, it's just got like either a metallic or like a sour element to it. I'm honestly shocked. I thought this was the one that I was going to like, and I kind of bought the other one as a joke, the Fettuccine Alfredo, assuming that I was gonna hate it and kind of like, I mean, I bought all of these ironically, but I unironically like the Fettuccine Alfredo one. The texture, again, you are not buying this for the pasta. It's decent, don't get me wrong, like it's not bad. I mean, let me put it this way. If you get other frozen pasta, this isn't the worst out there. Well, this one specifically might be, but especially with the Fettuccine Alfredo, like some of the pastas that are frozen like get gross and like, you know, fall apart, like they degrade and stuff like that. So honestly, this is probably closer to fresh pasta feeling, especially the other one, than any of the other frozen pastas around. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, frozen mac and cheese, first off, like that's an established space. Like there are good frozen mac and cheese out there, and the sauce is just terrible. It's really gross. I mean, if I really don't want it, no sense in eating it, so I may as well just, I would give it to my pets, but I feel like it has like a lot of salt, to be honest, and I don't really even know if I want to give it to them. Yeah, so I'll have to be finding something to do with this, but I'm not going to be eating. So I definitely would not recommend this mac and cheese from Bird's Eye or whatever. And honestly, surprise to me, so you're probably surprised too, but I really like the Fettuccine Alfredo so far. So now the next question is the vegan mac and cheese, can a vegan mac and cheese be better than this? I honestly believe that maybe they need to add some nutritional yeast to this, because the sauce, I don't know, really doesn't taste like anything. It just tastes like salty, metallic. I literally feel like a Cheez-It has more cheese flavor than this, or even like a Goldfish, just to give you an idea of like how bad this is. It doesn't taste like cheese at all, despite the fact that it has real cheese in it. I saw chunks of cheese on there before I microwaved it. I would not recommend this one, so I'm gonna see, you know, put this aside for later, I guess, and see what I can do about it. If I can like wash it off or something and feed it to my animals, or I might just have to throw this whole thing away. All right, so the Fettuccine Alfredo is the one to beat. This mac and cheese fell flat. Let's see what the vegan mac has to offer us. Ben graced us with his presence. So I've got this one out of the microwave. I'm just gonna leave it in this little bowl because if I put it in the other bowl, it would look really ugly, and it looked kind of nice, so I didn't want to ruin its first impression or whatever. On first glance, it smells a little strange. It smells almost sour, so I'm not sure where that's coming from, and I don't think it's just the cauliflower, if that makes sense. Like, cauliflower to me usually smells vegetal, not really like sour like this, so I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna come across like while I actually am eating it. Oh, and I realized I made a horrible mistake. I opened this up and I was looking at it and I'm like, cauliflower pasta, that's just cauliflower on top. You cheated me. But then I realized that I made a horrible mistake and this is regular pasta with cauliflower. Cauliflower mac. I'm still gonna leave it in this video and still gonna try it with the other ones. So it's got one leg up on the Bird's Eye one, that it's real pasta, not vegetable pasta. But let's see if they can honestly do, you know, a cheese sauce more justice than whatever that other one was like. Let's talk about the nutrition facts. So it says 290 calories. It says 20% of your daily sodium. That's honestly a lot, considering how small of a serving this is compared to the Fettuccine Alfredo one. The Fettuccine Alfredo one, that's the one to beat. So it's kind of a lot of sodium. Total sugars are 5 grams with 0 grams added sugars, so that's not bad. And then the protein is 9 grams in this. So, you know it's bad when on the box they have like little bragging circles and then they're like, see nutrition information for sodium content. That's how you know that they want you to think that it's healthy, but they're actually trying to trick you. Mixing it up, these ones are with little spirals. Smells so weird. Smells like sour, maybe a little like ketchup. No. I mean, the pasta itself is pretty good. Judging by this box, it says that it's made with 5 ingredients: cauliflower, sweet potato, chickpea, turmeric, and garlic. So now looking at this, I'm thinking that maybe they just made the cheese sauce by blending up sweet potatoes. Would make some kind of sense, I guess, but it's not very good. Lemon peel. So I guess maybe that's where the sourness comes from. I mean, if I had to rank them from best to worst, I still think that I guess this is better than the other mac and cheese. Who wants lemon or sour when they're eating mac and cheese? The cauliflower itself isn't too bad. I mean, ultimately, at the end of the day, I could say that the other one was gross and unedible. This one is nothing like mac and cheese. Believe it or not, just taking sweet potatoes and blending it up with turmeric does not make you a mac and cheese sauce. It's almost like if it was a different dish. The lemon is also really strange and really throwing me. I don't know if I'm gonna finish this one. I'm like 50-50 between give it to the animals or eat it myself. But definitely not as bad as the other one, where that was just a complete no from me. Like, I can't even finish that. So yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I'm definitely shocked. Just to recap, what I would say my results are is last place. It's kind of hard to pick between the two mac and cheeses. Neither of them are really that good. But last place, I'm gonna have to put the Bird's Eye mac and cheese, honestly, because it's inedible. The pasta has the limitations of lentil pasta, especially when it's frozen. And it was just honestly inedible. Like, it was so gross. There was nothing even remotely pleasant about eating it. This one is confusing because it's obviously nothing like a mac and cheese. I've had more convincing vegan mac and cheeses before from local restaurants. I'm sure there honestly may even be a better frozen one. Honestly, Annie's has a vegan mac and cheese that's in a box that is even better than this one. I think they might also have a frozen vegan mac and cheese, but I haven't tried that one. I'm talking about the box one. Overall, I'm not super impressed with it, and it was really strange, like with some of these off flavors like sourness and adding lemon peel to it and stuff like that. It's a little bit hard to call it a mac and cheese style dish, but honestly, it's not completely inedible. I may or may not finish it myself or give it to some of my pets. But at least that's something that I could do. The other one honestly has so much sodium that I don't even know if I could give it to my animals, and I definitely don't want to eat it for myself. In a complete shock to me, absolutely astounded that the Alfredo actually comes in first by a long shot. I'm telling you, honestly, if you wanted to try any of these after watching this video, I highly recommend trying the Fettuccine Alfredo. Just honestly as like a little joke for yourself or something. I don't know. I bought it ironically, assuming that I was going to absolutely hate it. Alfredo is one of my favorite dishes, but the sauce on that actually really isn't terrible. It's not too bad. It's probably one of the better Alfredo sauces for a frozen Alfredo product, especially. When it comes to, you know, the texture of the pasta, it is what it is. I cannot emphasize enough, with those ones, you are not buying it for the pasta. You would be buying it for the sauce. The pasta, I mean, it's chewy. I don't know what you want me to tell you. Apparently you really can't grind up beans and zucchini and get real pasta. All things considered, for the experience or like to scratch the itch of eating fettuccine alfredo, it's honestly not that bad. Then the sodium's not bad either. And the protein is incredible. I mean, especially when you compare the two real dairy ones from Bird's Eye, there's just no comparison. Like, the mac and cheese isn't even worthwhile. Besides being disgusting, it's also more calories and way more sodium. This one's really not doing too bad on the sodium front. And I think off memory, it's only 1 gram less protein. So with that being said, Thank you so much for watching this far. I really appreciate it. My overall food philosophy here is that you should love what you eat. You don't have to cut out key macronutrients from your diet: carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. These three things are the basic building blocks of food, and you should never restrict yourself on them. You also don't have to cut out going out to eat or partying or going on vacation, and you don't have to cut out frozen foods from your diet either. You just have to be smart about it. So if you want to come on this journey with me to build muscle, lose weight, and love what you eat, then definitely make sure that you subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any of my next frozen food taste test videos. I post a new video every Monday. By the way, if you want to get a weekly email with updates about the channel, then definitely go to eatloveprotein.com to sign up for that. Also, if you want to tip the show and support more free, actionable weight loss tips that really work, then go to eatloveprotein.com/support to donate to the show. Also, you can support me by giving Instacart a try for yourself. Just go to eatloveprotein.com/Instacart if you want to be able to order your groceries from your phone delivered straight to your doorstep. And hey, if you're looking for a video to watch next, then why not check out my last episode of Frozen Food Taste Test, Target versus Trader Joe's, where we're gonna get to the bottom of who really has the best frozen food to offer. Or if you want to check out another one of my food reviews, then why not check out my healthy cereal review, where I try the viral healthy cereal Magic Spoon. Just check out these two videos that popped up on the screen for you. I hand selected them for you, so I know you'll love them. Thank you so much for joining me for this week's episode of Eat Love Protein, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye for now.